Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is May the 10th, 2022. We're going to talk about Sandbox today, and you guys can see it right now in front of you. The price in Sandbox has gone down from what I originally intended it to do all the way back here on March the 21st, 2022. So to everyone who's new, welcome to the channel. This is what I do. I do price predictions. I try to anticipate where prices are going to go so that we can be one step ahead of everyone else and that we can profit from the moves. So if you all appreciate it, go ahead, hit the like button, share the video, also subscribe here to the channel to ensure you all stay updated on the changes that I'm noticing on the charts. All right, to all my day ones, definitely appreciate everyone who's been rocking with me since the very beginning. Hopefully you all have been learning so much from the content that I'm creating, because eventually I want you all to walk on your own. Whenever you come into the market, I want you all to see this for yourself and not be dependent on someone else to try to make you the bread. All right, so check this out. Like I said, I did a video in Sandbox. The latest one I did was on April the 18th. Okay, so let me zoom on the price chart, because it was just pretty much like an update video on April the 18th right here. I was telling you all then on that particular day that I was still looking for Sandbox to go down. Like, I wasn't being tricked. They're not going to fool me. I knew that the price in Sandbox was still weak. I still knew it. And you guys can see that the market ultimately came all the way down to where we had our ultimate TP price. Now, TP means take profit, right? That was the ultimate price right there for us to bag the profitability, which is around 46%. From March the 21st all the way to May 9th, 45.9% right there. While everyone else on YouTube's been pumping this cryptocurrency, saying Sandbox was going to hit $17. Yes, somebody actually did a video saying that Sandbox was going to hit that $17 price, and the market is going opposite of what they intended it to do. You got to keep it real. In order for you to have some credibility in the cryptocurrency space, especially when you're doing price analysis, you need to have some wins under your belt and not try to give out some outlandish price targets just so that you could get a couple of clicks. So I want to say congratulations to everyone who was able to get the same thing that I did on those 2 days of when I did this price prediction in Sandbox. Now that's done. We got to look forward. We got to anticipate. Okay, cool. That was then. Where are we going to go next? Well, let's try to talk about it and let's try to figure it out, because you guys can see that we are now at a crossroads, right? We're here. Is now the time to come in and try to scoop up some Sandbox? Because this is the trend, right? This is the overall trend into the market in Sandbox. We cannot, and I repeat, we cannot see price break this ascending line, because if it does, then it really tells us that this is not a bullish market. We should not be buyers, especially if the price in Sandbox does not hold the trend. Got to hold it. Okay, so everyone, make sure you keep your eyes open on whether or not the price in Sandbox is going to hold this trend. It's very important. Let's look at the price on the weekly time frame. Okay, so generally, I mean, look at it. I'm not bullish into the market in Sandbox because of this reason right here, and I'm going to show it to you. I want you all to understand why. Okay, and it's this level right here, $2.50. You guys can see that there's been plenty of weekly price bars that the price in Sandbox was able to hold price, and it rejected falling below $2.50, right? It did. That was a great period for the buyers to show us that they're trying to hold the line. They're not trying to let price fall below $2.50. And then you got this one, the week of April the 25th, 2022. We finally broke it. You got to believe what you see on the chart. Once we saw price break $2.50 to the downside, that told us that the sellers are winning and that the buyers are now losers. Yeah, you got to believe it. And to confirm that the sellers are still winning, look at this weekly price bar. The buyers try to reclaim some of their position. They try to bring the price back up to $2.50 and trade back above it, and the market got rejected and we closed down. So this still tells me price is still weak. What occurred recently still tells me that the sellers are still running the yard in the market in Sandbox. So don't be tricked just because we're seeing the market up 7.5% in Sandbox. The market is still weak. Now, my only conundrum would be for us to see, okay, cool. Are we going to see price hold the trend? Are we? That is the thing that needs to be answered. We need to see market hold this ascending line. And that is yet to be determined, right? This is Sandbox on a 5-weekly time frame. What do you think? Because I'll be the first one to tell you, if you don't see a pretty good idea as to where market is headed, you don't need to participate. You don't need to put on a prediction. You don't need a forecast until the market becomes clearer. Should we wait? Or should we put on the expectation to see price in Sandbox continue to go down? What should we do? Right? What should we do? To me, the overall environment is still weak. I'm not bullish in Sandbox right now. I think we should wait. I want us to see whether or not the market is going to hold this ascending line. Okay. And we haven't got that confirmation yet. So generally, am I still bearish into the market in Sandbox? Yes. I'm still suspecting that price is going to continue to go lower. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this, because you guys will begin to see one of these lines is going to break, right? One of them. And it gives us time to see which one is going to win. This is the battle zone. And we're about to hit a crossroads to see which one's going to win. Is it going to be the buyers? Is it going to be the sellers? Right now, sellers is tearing the brakes off of the buyers. The sellers is tearing them up. But maybe they might come back, meaning the buyers, and try to bring price up higher in Sandbox. Now, okay, let's say price in Sandbox begins to go up, right? This is not the opportunity to come out with some outlandish price target though, right? Because the first area would probably be around $2.25. Then the second one would be $2.50. So from $2.25, it's 23.5%. The second one would be around 36% moving higher. That's about it. Like, I'm not going to become overly excited just because the buyers are now controlling the market. Be prepared for them to lift price, but not exceedingly higher, right? But seeing that we might be in the initial stages of the buyers trying to make a comeback in the market in Sandbox. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to drop a price target right now on this particular market. I want us to have more confirmation that buyers are actually trying to stage a comeback. And until they do, we're not going to touch this market, because we already know that the overall market direction is still down. Okay. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open on these two lines. Now, it's up to you. You might have some magical technical indicator that tells you already where the market in Sandbox is about to go. Is your choice. You let me know. Tell everyone within my community, where do you think price in Sandbox is about to go? The prediction is, as of right now, okay, the prediction is, can we see the market in Sandbox hit $17? No, not right now. Don't even consider that. Don't even think that. The prediction is still for price to continue to go down, but there's one caveat. This ascending line. I want to see buyers come in and grab that ascending line, because if they do, then the market is to buy. If they don't, the market is going to continue to crash and go lower. Okay. And if we break this ascending line, we need to be prepared for price to come down to $1.20. All right. So this is not going to be a long process. I don't want you all to think that the market won't decide relatively quick if the buyers are going to hold the trend. Like I said, this is the zone right here. So maybe from mid-May to the beginning of June, we will get a decision as to whether or not the buyers are going to run the yard. So we'll have ample amount of opportunity to come in and actually put on a play, right? So go ahead and let me know, what do you think though? Okay. And that's it. Make sure you all maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.